jump too many spaces, but you can't be replaced. You're a superstar, and I can feel you in my arms. Moving too very long, the beat is pounding out my heart. Thinking I did it wrong, and I can say what will become. Am I insane? I'm delusional, baby. Girl, you're killing every move and breaking all the rules, and your hips don't lie, making an offer I can't refuse. Damn, maybe the only thing I know about you's your name, so I'll wear it out, and one day you might wear mine through a ring. And I know I may just be a face in the crowd that doesn't faze me. I sing loud, you're a superstar, and I can feel you in my arms. The beat is pounding out my heart. And I can say what will become. Am I insane? I'm delusional, baby.
Hello. Hi. Yeah, there's a game sound. Cool. Hello, and I am Obsidian, and welcome back to Tomb Raider Legend. Okay, so story time here, guys. Last week, or the week before that, I guess, I lost my mind playing this game, and I did some research. Here's what I found out. The PC version of this game, which is what I'm currently playing on, has some quirks. That's the nice way of saying it's got some glitches. The first of which is that Laura's targeting doesn't really work on controller all that well. The other one is that the Kazakhstan bike section, because of that, and because of some other glitches in the system, is incredibly hard. And almost completely impossible to get through. Almost. Because this morning, I got up, I booted the game up, and I said, no, I won't be beaten. We're going to do it. And with a very, very large amount of luck, I did, in fact, get through it, and we got to the checkpoint. And I found this game actually does save your checkpoints. So we are past that garbage. I didn't go far enough to, like, complete the motorcycle section, but we are past the impossible part of it, and we're now to like the actual manageable section. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about this because we can finally progress, make actual progress. Who would have guessed? So we're done with the awful part. We're to like the fun parts now, even if the camera's a little like wonky and not good, but it's fine. Because like once we get through this, unless I am remembering incorrectly, which I don't think I am, we get through this part. We just have to like race to get on top of the train, and then we do the QTE section. We're good. Yeah, look at that. You didn't miss anything, by the way, like at all. Like there was nothing worth missing in that. It was just a bunch of really irritating shotgun guys, a bunch of extra things to do, and it was just extremely obnoxious. Of course I planned it, Zip. What'd you expect? Bam! Progress, my dude. Now we pick up where we left off. See, we're fine. All right, I'm supposed to do stuff. Right, this is definitely a QTE section. No, the jacket! The jacket is good, though. I like the jacket. But I like Laura's outfit without the jacket better. You know? It looks good. It looks so nice. I like it a lot. Alright, QTE section. Alright, down. Part of me wants to fail it because it's funny, but also I don't want to do this stuff again. So we're not going to do that. Yep. Shoot it, Laura. You'll be fine. What do you want me to do now? Nice. Progress. Hell yeah, dude. I'm so excited. We actually made progress. We're into the rest of Kazakhstan now, where we're supposed to be last week.
Just lived through a train wreck. How about you? Undoubtedly.
Let's see.
So now what?
I hope the audio is good.
The wall to the right of the cargo door. The fan's running. She's got the power.
Okay, what were the controls on this again? Oh, right click is jump? Oh, that is weird. Okay, Q is that. Okay. I don't know what E does. I don't... You think I would remember the controls, but you would be wrong. It's fine. The controller stuff, I haven't looked into it, but the controller is really wonky. I think the controls in general are kind of wonky in this version of the game. I probably should have just got the my 360 and just set that up, you know. But I elected not to. We've got other stuff to do. We'll be fine. Where do we go? So aside from the really awful motorcycle section, which is it's always been hard. It's just kind of like a lot worse in this version of the game. Aside from that, I'd say this game, like this level especially, is actually really cool. Like there's some really cool stuff that this level wants to do. And we're gonna see that now. Some really cool puzzles. There's like actually a pretty difficult puzzle. That I had to like, when I was playing through this again on Twitch some time ago, I had to actually look up how to solve it because I couldn't quite remember where I needed to go. But it's fine. And speaking of looking up stuff, I was checking Twitter today, a little bit, and you know, like Tomb Raider Legend month was all of, what month is it now? It's August. August was Tomb Raider Legend month. Yeah. So August was Legend month, but I how do I drop down? Shift X. Oh god. What is drop down? F? Oh, it's F. Okay, F for fall. Got it. So it's now like Underworld month because they combined Legend and Anniversary. But I was like, man, where's like the reimagined box art? Like where's that supposed to be? Because they've been doing that for every game. I downloaded like the one for Underworld that they released. I downloaded the one for Anniversary, which I love the Anniversary one. It's like really cool looking. But there's no Legend one yet, and I think it got delayed. Like maybe the artist was like a little slow or something, so they didn't quite get it out yet. But I'm like, bruh, I'm ready. I could have designed my own like reimagined box art by this time. Could have done it. All right, give me this. Wait, is it? Oh, it's E. Okay. I like that the relics in this level are like weird, just Tesla balls of electricity. I haven't a clue as to why that is, but it is cool. Hey, could you like... You're gonna make me actually shoot it out, aren't you? Wow, the deviation on that is terrible. Alright, fine, whatever. I'll just get over there, no problem. It's easy. You know, because I played like a lot of classic Tomb Raider, I'm gonna tell you the thing that I like most that this game added, or that, yeah, it was this game, is the grapple hook. I love the grapple hook. It's so much fun. The grapple hook is just really, really good of an addition of things for Lara's toolset. I hope that whenever they do like the unified Lara, whatever that is supposed to be, because I don't think anybody really knows. When they get unified Lara, I'm hoping that they bring back the grapple hook. Is that, I mean, they kind of sort of did, sort of, where you have the like the climbing axe, you can like toss it at stuff to like, you know, attach and swing off of, and that's cool and all.
It's getting colder.
But I like the grapple hook better. Grapple hook is much more fun. That's a slow slide. Okay. What was crouch? Okay, it's F to crouch as well. I did not remember the controls to this at all. Like this version's not very good. I think it remembered my repeat button and stuff.
He's been trying to get out since the 50s, but he's frozen to death, the poor fellow. It's hardly a proper end for a scientist. The experiment's gone wrong.
Lara, your hair is very floaty.
He tried to escape through the vents, but got trapped.
My God.
You know, that does not look a nice way to go. Look at this poor guy. He just, your hands are very, very blocky, my dude. Doesn't look very comfy. Also, since we're on the point of this, I gotta say, I kind of love Lara's look in this game, like a lot. I really like her. Her head's a little big. And if I were like to design her model, I'd probably shrink her head a little bit. But I do like Lara's model in this game like a lot. I think she looks nice. I know that they said like in interviews recently that they had taken to try to, what was it? Oh, my brain can't work today. They were trying to take the look from Angel of Darkness, and they were trying to make the Angel of Darkness look and like update it. So this is kind of like if Angel of Darkness had been done a little better, you would have got this. Which, yeah, I could see that. That's pretty cool. That works. Angel of Darkness is also like, I mean, we played it, and it's alright. I mean, it's buggy as all hell, and it's got some really funny glitches. But you know, I see the potential in it. You know, there's some cool stuff there that they were trying to do. I think that there's a current division of fans who are trying to actually like fix a lot of whatever's wrong with Angel of Darkness, and that's pretty cool. What I'm hoping to do, and I might do this here on YouTube, is there's a lot of like Tomb Raider fan projects that I just absolutely love that exists. Just a whole bunch of it. Like created levels and like they have like their own like level editor. There's just some really cool stuff in there. And I saw some on my timeline recently and I'm like, you know, I want to see what the community's been up to. I played through every game in the series up to this point. And I mean, I have some very strong opinions about Tomb Raider's history and some of the not so great takes that some people seem to have about the franchise as a whole. But
Looks like a few things in there won't be getting the juice they need.
The heater must be one of them.
nope, I want this thing. You can't hide this from me. I know where my stuff is. I missed it before when I did this the last time I played this game. I shan't miss it this time, and I'm certainly not doing this level again. Of that you can be certain. Hang on. How do I crawl up the thing? No, hold on. Is it E? Yeah. It's fine. So I just find it kind of funny. People, like one of the complaints, and I've kind of memed on this one before. They're like, oh, like new Lara doesn't explore enough tombs. There's not enough tombs in Tomb Raider, and I'm like, you guys know she's an action hero, right? Like, look at this. This is like, sure, it's an abandoned like KGB facility, and they call it a tomb,
The lights. She's
but
only
it's
found
a
the
you know
emergency
it's a facility. It's a thing.
Came in through the main doors. I don't think she's been here. Looks like there's a generator on the other side of the room. she would have started it.
Yeah, well, we can do that. I mean, no problem. So yeah, there's a lot of people who were like, oh, you know, like, new Tomb Raider sucks. It's not enough tombs. And then I feel like the need to remind people, like, yeah, you remember in like Tomb Raider 2 when we went to like an abandoned opera house, or in Tomb Raider 3 where we raided Area 51, or in what is it? Chronicles, where you went to a high-rise building and fought cyborgs, or Angel of Darkness, where you raided the Louvre and killed a bunch of security guards who were just doing their job. Or in Legend, where you go to an abandoned KGB base. Or, you know, just in any Tomb Raider game ever, for the most part, where you're not quite always in tombs, because it's more of just set pieces for Lara to do cool stuff and learn about history just broadly. And that's not always, you know, in a tomb, per se. Which, I don't know, that argument is, like, kind of never really sat right with me, because it always strikes me as just really bizarre. Because thematically, I can see kind of where the developers were coming from, of, like, what they wanted things to be. And I'm like, you know, I give Square, like, you know, credit where credit is due. They kind of knew what was going on. They knew what they wanted it to be.
That should do it.
There are things I would personally complain about, but, you know, there are other things that I'm like, you know, this is not worth a complaint. My favorite one of, like, dumb complaints that people make is, I saw this on, like, some thread, like, some forum or something. They're like, man, I'm so tired of Lara being a mass murderer. I'm like, bro, what the heck? Are you serious with this complaint? Like, what do you mean? Like, Lara has always killed bad guys. And they've always, you know, just been, like, cannon fodder. She's killed endangered animals since the very first game. Like, what did you think this franchise was about? What did you think was happening here? It's like, did you really think that Lara didn't kill people in an action game where you're supposed to kill people? I don't know, I just always found that complaint to be extremely funny.
And what do you know? It looks just like a carnival sideshow.
Let's see. Bam. More Tesla stuff. Easy. So, you are here. We go through this area to the main room. We've got the boss arena up there in the top left. And we have three little... Oh, that's behind the Tesla generator. I got it. So that middle room is like the big room we're going to go into, which is where the cool puzzle is. I do not remember where the gold... the gold reward is in this level, though.
But who knows what kind of lethal crap the Soviets were using.
I'd rather not find out firsthand.
Oh, you'll be fine, Lara. It's fine. This is fine. You'll be fine. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Oh, right. Yeah, we have, like, the electricity things. Is it E I gotta press to speed up? Yeah. Let's see. Could you jump backwards, please? Thank you. I'd rather not be electrocuted today. You know, I'm in a pretty good mood, and I've just decided, you know, being electrocuted, probably not the most fun thing you can have happen to you.
It's hot.
Well, yeah, no doy. I know that, Zip. You don't have to tell me. I can see it. It's literally sparking off in a giant, terrifying lightning bolt of stuff. I am fully aware.
Hey, that's her.
Amanda?
Damn it, Laura, I'm busy.
I see you've changed
Damn
your
it,
look.
Lara.
That was you in Bolivia then.
You became
Forgot-
goth.
I've been all over, and I'm going to places you can't conceive of. You're the one being left behind this time. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Amanda. If I'd known that you were alive, I swear I would have done everything I could to save you.
Please. I got over that a long time ago.
Are you sure? Your
You know
evil
what
villain look
really
says
used to
otherwise.
bug me, though? When I got out and saw that you left without even trying to... What is it archaeologists do? Oh, right. Dig.
We'd thought of it as a memorial.
Whatever. Don't let her follow me.
I mean, you guys could just guard the door, but sure. Blow up the bridge. That works too, I guess.
Big gun thing. How spaced out is that? Maybe it'll help you.
Okay, I do kind of remember this one. Alright, so I know that this puzzle has something to do with these, like, the blocks here. I do not remember exactly what it is, though. Because, like, you've got to... Alright, so you've got this, like, thing here. So what we have to do right now is we've got to get that activated, like the big generator thing, yeah? And then we have to push that all the way up there. And then we've got to set some boxes down, like, right here-ish, so we can actually climb up there and get the rewards. If I remember correctly. Hopefully that's right. I don't quite remember everything, but that should be pretty close. Now, let's see. You guys... You're gonna cause me some problems when I come down. I just know it. See, look at this guy. Bruh, you serious right now with this? Oh god, the targeting. Oh no, the targeting. Oh no, the targeting. Targeting is not very pleasant. You know, let's pick up this thing. A rifle would probably be pretty useful here. Ow, bruh! Why do you guys do so much damage? No, hold on. No, I'm gonna jump at you. To heck with you. No, come here. I remember that. Like, it's a hidden mechanic.
Electrical arcs.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it.
That's just ambient discharge. The tower was on.
Wait, where'd the other guy
You
go?
know it.
And if I were the energy source, where would I be?
Wait, where did he go? There was another dude here. Where the heck did you go? Did you fall through the map? Bro, where did you go off to? Okay. Well, I do like this. This is a cool level. This is a really fun thing. I would love for them to reimagine this game, like rework it, and then add, like, maybe combining it with Anniversary and Underworld, like, to one really big, like, massive experience. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I'd be very interested to see, like, what they could do with it. Alright, here we go. We'll be fine. It's just a giant Tesla engine. It's definitely not extremely dangerous. Definitely not. Oh, wait, that's gonna be electrified, right? Maybe? Okay, guess not. Cool. Well, I won't complain. I thought this one we could be electrified, but nah. Alright. We're all good. That's a shocking development, if I say so myself. Ow! Son of a bitch! It's fine. You know, I feel like I feel like I need to apologize for last week and how pissed I got, because it was just like I was at my wit's end, guys. Like I was so frustrated. And like honestly, I checked forums today and literally everyone was like, "Yeah, no, beating this on like Tomb Raider difficulty, like getting through that section is nigh impossible to do." Like no one was having a good time with it. So I was like, "You know what? I feel like maybe it's not as bad as I thought," because I got through it mostly from like stupid luck for the main part of it. Because when I was like trying to get through it, I went through like about another like hour or two worth of attempts, and then I got to like the final phase of enemies, and I was like, you know, waiting for stuff to spawn in. Ow. You know, guys, I don't appreciate you not grabbing the thing. Anyways, I was waiting for like, you know, health packs to spawn so I could actually, you know, start and get through things. And that wasn't quite working. And then the very end, there was like 2 jeeps that were spawning in. And as they spawned in, I guess they like spawned on top of one of the bombs that you could like trigger to blow up. And they promptly exploded and died. And that was the final like 2 enemies. And I got the checkpoint. I was like, oh, thank God. Because I was like just about to die again, and I wasn't gonna make it through. And I was like, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to have to like restart the level on an easier difficulty just because the game is exceedingly difficult. I don't want to do that. But, you know, we didn't have to, because now we're through it. We never have to do it again. And we're good now. Let's just get up as high as we can, just to be sure we're safe. And then we jump again. Yo! Got it.
Another scientist. No warmth from him up here either. Can the tower be powered up from here?
Not without the core. Looks like it's not here. I guess that's what those tracks in the floor.
Well, that's not especially helpful, is it? Oh, here we go. This is what it is. No problem. Give me that. Look, I got a thing. I'm blowing up KGB stuff. I mean, nobody's gonna miss it, right? I mean, sure, it's history.
Tesla energy
Kinda.
into the artifact, and there was an enormous discharge of some sort. The KGB shut down the operation, removed the core, sealed off the lab in sections, and left behind those scientists who weren't forcibly removed.
A peculiar turn of events.
Interesting.
What are those hanging cords and sockets?
Decoupled high current cables. You're lucky they're off, or you'd be standing in the middle of a painful light parade.
Ah, they'll just make him swing back and forth, and it'll be really easy. It's definitely not going to be, you know, a thing to show up later. Oh, God! Come on, Laura! Grab the bar. Why you do this to me?
Another scientist. No warmth.
Ah, they're going to make me forget this, too. Dang it! Such a pain in the neck. Fine, whatever. It's not like I lost much. We're doing fine.
Funnel Tesla energy into the arc. Can the tower be powered up from here?
Not without the core. Looks like it's not here. I guess that's what those tracks in the floor are for.
What
Yeah,
are
I'll
those
get it.
Hanging cords and sockets.
Decoupled high current cables. You're lucky they're off, or you'd be standing in the middle of a painful light parade.
I will be just fine. You know, probably. Ignore the fact that I fell off and died a minute ago.
Okay, there's the core up ahead.
Alright, let's go, bitch! Come here. Nope. Alright.
Doesn't look like it has
At
a
least they're
charge.
being, like, helpful with
Might
the,
be able to juice it from the control room.
Did that blow up all of them? Or is it just the one? Nope. Look, I can get all this stuff. Look, there's some explosives. It's not an issue. I mean, it might be a little bit of an issue. I'm just trying to remember, like, how to do all the puzzles in this. Like, I can't quite remember all of them, but I'm hoping I remember. Wait, what the heck? Okay. Well, I guess that's that then. No, I don't think there's anything over here. It's been a little bit of a hot minute since I played this game, so I kind of don't quite remember where everything is.
There's heavy debris on the tracks. I don't see how I can move it.
It doesn't matter if the core doesn't have power. Get it charged, and then we can deal with that.
Well, I mean, you know, it's fine.
Hello, Laura.
Hello.
How the hell did you get on this channel?
Hush, Zip. She must have taken a headset while she was rearranging your office.
You're so smart, Laura.
He's just
Do you know why
smart.
the Soviets called their project Carbonek?
It's the castle where Lancelot sought the Holy Grail. Not the first connection to Arthurian myth I've come across.
Myth, she calls it. A limited word for a limited perspective. You were always such the scientist. You're probably right at home with all these Tesla contraptions, aren't you?
As much as anyone, I suppose.
The Russians activated a power in the artifact that literal minds can't handle, and it destroyed them. So don't push the wrong buttons.
You'd better not either.
But I know which ones are the right ones.
You've learned to read Russian since I last saw you, Amanda.
She hung up. What the hell was that about?
She's having difficulty obtaining the sword fragment, and she doesn't want to blow everything up in the process.
Maybe you should have told her what she wanted to know.
I kind of like that, just the back and forth. What I like about this game and this franchise just as a whole, like what's really big appeal to me, is like how much you can learn about stuff. Now, I haven't gone too far into like researching everything about what these games teach you, but I do find it very interesting usually. Like, even if it's not like 100% accurate, I at least am learning about concepts and ideas I never learned about before. And that's always fun. Which is like, that's kind of a hallmark of a good like historical fiction or science fiction thing, is like, even if it doesn't necessarily teach you everything that you need to know exactly as you need to know it, it always introduces you to concepts you would have known otherwise. Wow, you look like the other guy.
He writes that at least a dozen of his colleagues were killed in the experiment. The artifact converted the Tesla voltage into something else, a wave of concussive force of some kind.
That's familiar enough. So why
Yeah,
were they shut down?
sounds like Rutland's thing.
They refused to repeat the experiment, and when the KGB tried to persuade them otherwise, it got nasty.
Yeah, I would imagine it was not a good time. It's not quite where that is, Laura, but you'll be fine.
Oh, man! Now that's how you do it.
Is that supposed to
Ooh.
stop at some point?
Fancy.
Charged all the way. I don't know what's wrong.
How am I supposed to move it if I can't touch it?
The cable on your grapple is insulated.
Right.
It's fine. You know, they have this, like, observation deck up here, like this actually means anything. But you can't really see anything out there. This is a very poorly placed observation deck. You can't see anything. What are you supposed to do? Stare at the guy pushing buttons? It's not very interesting. The heck? You know what? I'm just not gonna worry about that. Nope, not quite what I wanted. Let's go over here.
Okay, that's how it
Ooh.
works.
Wow, that looks intense. It's kind of cool, though. That's actually kind of pretty in its own way. I like it. Ooh.
That's how you open that door. Man,
Yeah, a little bit.
mass marketing this tech. Tesla was a genius.
That's a bad door.
Yeah, imagine like mass marketing this, only for the huge amount of lawsuits you would get from lightning striking people and killing them. Sure, it's fine.
What happened here?
Weird. The core must have powered these cables somehow. And those rails in the wall are the most convenient conductors around.
Yeah, we got it though. See, look, this is no problem. This is easy. Let's just pull that one. Pull that one.
It's charged.
Look, don't, Alistair, I don't need you yelling in my ear, dude. Look, we'll be fine. We've got other stuff that we can work on. We'll be alright. Wait, why is that not... The heck? What the heck? That was weird. Okay. That was really weird. Alright.
Now all you have to do is get the panel out of the way, and we're in business.
Yeah. There we go. Power that baby up. Look at that sucker. Those were kind of slow. Those were very slow moving. It was rather entertaining though. Let's see. Ooh, what are you gonna tell me about? Tell me stuff. Tell me stuff. Give me more lore.
It's
I
a
want the
sheep.
lore.
10th or 11th century. Probably recovered with the piece we're looking for. It resembles Lancelot's crest, doesn't it?
It would have been better it existed.
Oh, what's this now? It looks like a map. Have a good look and see what you can make of it.
I can't make anything out of that.
It's for.
Maybe our knight needed help finding his way home. Or perhaps this piece wasn't all he had.
You think he stashed more of the sword somewhere?
Possibly, but the map is useless without a reference point.
I'll welcome it. Going offline.
I mean, it's not
Frozen
that
like the others.
useless. I mean, it is a map. I mean,
A number of minor relics were recovered along with the artifact. The poor fellow couldn't find anyone to help him study them.
I empathize. Why their lack of interest?
They were too contemporary for serious study. It seems they date from as recently as the first millennium.
I'm sorry, but am I missing something? How old exactly is this artifact we're looking for?
Older than you'd think.
Alright, well. Let's see. G to pull in objects and H to fire them forward. Let's just blow that guy up. No problem. Give me that thing. Give me that one. Can I throw this at this dude's head? Let's see. Well, I'll pull this. Got it! Look at that! Look at us go. Heck yeah. Alright, now that we got that up there. Okay, could you not shoot me, man? I'm trying to figure out a puzzle here. Actually, you know what? No, to heck with you. Let me just... Okay, I guess we're not getting that then. See, look at how smart we are. The gold one is mine. We got it, man. Or we will. Now, bruh, could you not? Could you just could you stop? Could you stop? For like a second. Could you just stop? You know, maybe you could just not do that. You know, that'd be really great if you could just not do that. If I just pull that over. I feel like that wasn't right. Nope, that wasn't quite right. I need... Well, how do I do this? It's... Nope, I didn't get it. Up there, go. No! Don't do that. Do this. Yeah, that'll work. Get out of my way, nerd. Don't make me keep throwing stuff at you. I will do it. I'll do it. Get wrecked, dude. I have learned the power of gravity and yeeting. I will yeet so many things at you, and there is nothing you can do about it. See, look at that. We got it now. This has to be where the gold one is. I'm sure of it. Alright, and then we go jump over here. We get up here. Yep, there it is. See, look at that. Look at that. I got it, dude. I'm so smart. I remember all this stuff. It feels really good to, like, not play this game for a while and then come back only to remember exactly what you have to do. I think it's tab. We're still missing a bronze reward, though. Huh. There's definitely an easy reward that we've apparently missed. somewhere. I mean, it could be in there. I'm hoping we haven't missed it back here somewhere. I mean, I tried to be pretty thorough, though, so hopefully we didn't miss anything major. Let's just blow up some of this stuff. Well, that's just not very helpful at all, is it? No, no. There you go, yeah. Pull that, Lara. You'll be fine. Just checking the ground and everything below. Just gotta make sure we're looking for it correctly. So can I, like, squat with this? No. But don't tell me that. I know. I got it. Don't nag me, Mom. Okay, this might be a little tricky. Let's see. No, see, we're fine. We got it. We're easy. We got this stuff all sorted out. It's a-okay. You know, I think I missed one. I don't know where it is though. I have no idea. I thought I got them all, but I guess not. Because that's the boss arena. Well, damn it! I thought I had them all, but whatever. I'll look it up later and we'll figure out what I was missing, and if I need to, I'll collect it off stream.
Amanda,
Sup, Amanda?
I'm sorry for what happened, but we can still work together.
There
Yeah.
is no we, Lara. There never was. It was just me down there. Me and this. Do you remember it? I touched it, and it touched me back.
Lewd?
I don't think that was a good thing.
I tamed it then, and made it my own.
It doesn't quite connect to your necklace, does it?
My God! Amanda!
A little friendlier than it was in Paraíso, isn't it? I taught it how to fetch.
You're mad! It killed our friends, Amanda, and it almost killed us!
And it saved my life once I mastered it. It's all about a broader perception. I'd stay away from it if I were you, though. I need to still be able to touch you.
Alright, boss time!
Stay out of its way, Lara. I don't control it. I only unleash it. Kill anything in its way.
Ow! Don't do that! No explosions, okay? I didn't ask for this. Okay, I do remember this. Nope, you're not gonna blow me up, dude. It's not happening. I know how to get the sword fragment. I remember this stuff. Ouch! That's not nice. Stupid demons. Always ruining my day. So we just got one more. Hey, come on, buddy. No, you'll be fine. Yeah, you just stay right there. I'm gonna just pull this switch. Ooh.
There it is. The sword fragment clamped overhead.
What do I need to do to get it out of there?
Just go grapple it. Excuse me. Hey, don't. You're so not nice, Mr. Smoke Demon.
This place is awesome.
Oh, hold on. Nope. I meant to do this. I'm just gonna do that. Give me that. I want it. That's mine now. My sword. Well, that's very lucky, isn't it? Better get out of here, Amanda. You might get blown up.
Damn, you're lucky. You know that, right?
Of course.
Some skill is involved.
I mean, your skill only goes so far, Lara. You nearly blew yourself up.
Back, you're not going to believe where this leads.
Oh, you're going to find me extremely incredulous today.
Cornwall
to the A30 core.
As the crow drives.
Well then, let's see who can get there first.
Now we got one of my favorite levels ever. I'm so excited. You unlocked a new outfit. Oh, I did get a new outfit. I wonder what I unlocked. Yeah, we're missing one of the bronze ones, which is obnoxious. I don't know what that one was. It's probably something that we just, like, weren't paying attention for. Best outfit! Yo, this outfit is my jam. I love this outfit right here. This is the good. This is the good stuff. Look at this nice outfit. Look at how good that is. Oh, I love it. What's the difficulty? We have it set correctly. Ah, that outfit looks nice. Oh, I'm excited. And I love this level. This is the best level in the game. No question. I want a jacket like this. I need it. So good.
There seems to be a fine line between coincidence and irony.
Lamau.
You sure about that map?
Unfortunately, there was some nonsense about the discovery of the real King Arthur's tomb here years ago, soon discredited. And yet another roadside attraction was born.
Well, let's see what we can see, shall we? At least it should be educational.
This level is so much fun because A, it's got some really creative puzzles, like some of my favorite in the game, and also some of the best dialogue between like any of the characters. Like it's so funny and just it's charming. All right, so
Either housekeeping should be fired, or no one's been inside for months.
first that. Oh, look, there's like evil serpents here. I remember I spent like a lot of time last time I played this, like just looking at all like the little silly props, like the castle down there, and what is that? Oh, little like TikTok contraption guys. That's kind of creepy, actually. They're like nutcrackers. I don't particularly like nutcrackers. I don't know if I ever talked about that. They're extremely creepy. My mom likes to collect them. And I have never once in my life understood why. Hey, could we not? Hey, could we? Lara, could you? What the heck?
This place is
Okay, that was weird.
It's been condemned since the death of the owner, one Professor Worth. I shudder to think that at one time he had students.
See, no, we're gonna not do that one yet. I'm gonna keep. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah. I can't do anything. Why is that? I don't remember this game being this glitchy when I played this last. Okay, well, yeah, I guess we'll just quit that for a second. Why don't we see what outfits we got, if they'll actually load. Outfits, let's see, we got the Union Jack, the black, the blue, the pink, Evening Ripped, and Evening Ripped red. I like the red one. Classic Lara, gray, winter no coat. Yes, the no coat is good. I like the orange. I think there's a pink one in here as well. The cat suit. Suit crane. That one's alright. Special forces. Sport. I want the sport green though. I like sport green the most. Got some pretty cool stuff. Let's try to resume game. Let's see if it'll actually work this time.
Now this is familiar enough.
Pull up the sword, Lara. You'll be chosen.
No King of England jokes, Alistair. I probably have to turn on the power first.
I was hoping that he would. You're not worthy, Lara. You couldn't become the King of England. I'm sorry. It's just not meant to be. Though I wouldn't mind having Lara as a king. That'd be kind of cool. I'm sure she'd lead us well, except she'd probably hate it, because that's just how Lara is. Okay, excuse me.
This place has seen better days.
Yeah, that is not doing well.
Been condemned since the death of the owner, one Professor Worth.
Well, hold on.
I shudder to think that at one time he had students.
I seem to remember that there was... Oh, you know what? No, I'm thinking... I'm ahead of myself. Sorry. I'm ahead of myself. We'll be fine. SPT. Spit. Puh. We'll be fine. Let's see. I guess we'll just jump up this. I did art of this area, actually. Because this is where the section in the, like, the... You know, this is what the last thumbnail was supposed to be. Was like this whole area here. Except it's more purple than this. That looks safe.
And we have power.
Hey, now that the power's on, maybe you can go back and pull out Excalibur. It's not Excalibur! The sword and the stone and Excalibur were two different bloody swords. Arthur got Excalibur after the sword and the stone broke in his battle with Valinor. Oh, good grief, nobody gets it straight. That's because nobody cares.
Boys.
Sorry.
You know, there are days where I want to give Alistair shit for being a big dork like that. But also, I know that I am exactly the same personality sometimes. Where it's just like, oh, this thing it's bad, and it's like, nobody ever gets it right, and they're like, yeah, it's because nobody cares. Obsidian, nobody cares about it. I'm like, oh, well, but I care. It's fine.
The real Merlin would roll around in the mud and bark at you, and I'm being generous by calling it mud.
There's no difference between stupid and charming with you, is there?
You know what? That sounds about right. All right, well, let's learn about King Arthur, guys. Let's go.
Be no squabbling betwixt ye knights. Merlin bequeathed upon Arthur yon round table, which was a table neither square nor buttressed, but circular in form. 'Twas a symbol of unity and equality, and 'twas from whither Arthur's knights took their name, the Knights of the Round Table.
I'm assuming you're taking notes.
Yeah, verily.
Look at this creepy King Arthur doll. I hate its face. It's so upsetting. What's funny about these is like just how like these props are kind of made to look like garbage. Like they look really terrible, and I think that's like obviously the intention, but it's very funny nevertheless.
Thus didst King Arthur gather round his person ye greatest knights of ye realm, that they might be paragons of chivalry and virtue. Gaily they cam'st, yea, and 'twas an assembly as hadst naught before been seeneth, and verily there was much rejoicing.
Hey, push the button again. It's like electroshock therapy for Alistair.
I like to think it keeps him sharp.
Oh, it says replicas at the bottom there. I was like, why does it say the same thing for all of these? But it's because they're not supposed to be like the names of the knights. I thought it was supposed to be the names of the knights. Okay, note that climbing through little square holes is a little on the glitchy side, but it'll be fine. Give me this, please and thank you. I feel like I missed something. Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. Let me go back and check. Hold on.
Come ye hither and hearken to ye tale of King Arthur, how he was reared by Sir Ector, but born, yea verily, of ye loins of King Arthur Pendragon.
No, I didn't miss anything. I thought, because I know there's like an area where you go into like his office, but you have to actually get there from something else, I think.
Vision of yon cup of Christ didst
I think. Let's see. Anything of value down there? I don't think this place is pretty dangerous looking, Lara. You might want to like get a tetanus shot after you get done here. This place didn't seem very sanitary at all. And jump back, and we're good. Easy peasy. All right, talk to me. Tell me about it. Let's go. Tell me about this stuff here.
And what of Excalibur, ye mighty sword of legend? 'Twas Merlin who did bring Arthur to yon magical lake, wherein didst dwell ye lady of the lake. And from her hand didst Arthur take Excalibur, and ye saw
And yea.
be broken. What was its magic?
I'm confused. Weren't Excalibur and the Sword in the Stone the same thing? They were two bloody different swords.
Now, Zip. That was too easy.
See, I like Zip and Alistair because I feel they're both like two sides of a personality I can relate to. Because one is like the nerd, like irritated about details and stuff about specific things, and then the other one is just the troll, who baits people specifically because it's funny. I feel that.
And didst Merlin fall in love with Nimue, to whom he didst teacheth his magics. But
His
long
magics.
she didst use her magics against her lover, imprisoning him. Wherefore it was that when Arthur didst do battle with Mordred, Merlin couldst not protecteth him. It seemeth that oft times ye wisest of men canst maketh mistakes.
It was his
Canst
own fault,
maketh.
really.
Never trust a woman?
Don't believe in magic.
I love the dialogue for just how awkward it is. It's just, he canst helpeth Arthur in his fighteth with Boromir if. It's just, it's so funny. I love the awkward, goofy dialogue. Because it kind of sells home that, like, this is a really, like, low effort, like, roadside attraction. Like, you know, just bait and tourist trapping, you know? It does really drive home that feeling. Oh, I love this. I remember this. Look at this. Look at that guy's evil face. I love it. It's so hammy. They look like robots from the Robots the Animated Movie. You know the one that's kind of upsetting.
Hours didst Arthur and Mordred hackle upon Salisbury Plain. Arthur with Excalibur, Mordred with its scabbard. Then it was that both were disarmed, and Arthur did strike Mordred a fatal blow with the spear of Sir Bedivere. Anon came more tragedy, for Arthur was himself mortally wounded in ye battle. Yea, yon sky didst dark.
There's a logical explanation for that. It's called evening.
You're so neutralized. Archaeology is half metaphor, you know.
Ah, it's good. I love that. I just love the dialogue here. It's just playing to I've seen this. Yeah. Well, welcome. I love this game. We got past the really irritating we got past the irritating Kazakhstan section, so. And this is my favorite level, with my favorite outfit, mind you. Ah, here's the area I was thinking of.
Well, if he went to Avalon, then whose tomb's supposed to be here?
Maybe the grunting Saxon or the Roman fascist that Alistair believes the whole legend built around.
It used to be my favorite. Dude, now this game is still one of my favorites. Like, I'd say that this is
This is
honestly
the truth behind the myth.
one of the best Tomb Raider games out there, just hands down.
Fitting. There's been so little truth everywhere else. Why start
All right,
here?
this is gonna be awful.
Basis behind the King Arthur myths died centuries before this place was built.
Give Professor Worth some credit. If he had to close an exhibit for renovations, at least he picked the most boring one.
Okay, how do I... Wait, what did it tell me I needed to do? It was like... Okay, that is to raise it, and then lure it with that. Okay. Alright, we got it. But yeah, this is one of my favorite Tomb Raider games, just hands down. Like, it's so good in comparison to, like, many others. I think this and Anniversary are probably, like, of this era, they're my favorite. Underworld is actually not my favorite. Mostly because, like, while I really appreciate Underworld for giving us the blessing, the wonderful thing that is Doppelganger. I love Doppelganger. She's one of my favorites. Well, I do appreciate that, and I appreciate how this, like, the scale of all the levels is just really nice to look at. I also feel like the level design wasn't as solid as the other two. And so it kind of felt a little clunky. Might be the way I'd describe that. Just a little on the clunky side. Not bad. It's far from the worst. I mean, when this game came out, I would still say that the worst thing that this game had going for it was the fact that it's just a little short. But you combine this with like Anniversary and Underworld, and it would be perfect.
Spottily is his reputation.
Said the pot to the kettle. Professor Worth says here that the tomb of King Arthur, the one his museum's built over, is a fake.
No surprise there. At least he knows his museum is for tourists.
But Professor Worth believed the sarcophagus was placed here by Arthur's contemporaries to lure thieves from the gravesite of the actual King Arthur.
Who doesn't exist?
That's where you and the Professor differ.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites of like the entire franchise. I've said this once or twice before, but I think in general, when I would describe like my favorite games, Tomb Raider 2? Yeah. 2 is my favorite of the original trilogy. Last Revelation is my favorite out of the next 3 games because I didn't... Chronicles was upsetting. And not because, like, the game-breaking glitches at the end of the game. Oh yeah, I played this many times. I have played this game so many times.
A diversion. This place is trying too hard. It's hiding something.
Yeah, totally.
No, that's the problem.
So, okay, Tomb Raider 2 is my favorite of the original. Last Revelation is my favorite of that because, like, Chronicles, while it has some really cool things going for it, I strongly dislike the evil demon babies that eat the sea hag. I hate those things, and I am forever traumatized by them. There's no way I can recover from that. I'm sorry. Of course, there were like game-breaking glitches, and I think most people are kind of aware of those. Especially with like the fighting the cyborg stuff.
It's authentic enough for its age.
But you know,
Its age isn't entirely
then I feel like his Anniversary is really solid. Anniversary is so good in like taking all the stuff that you might not have liked with the original game, and like how, you know, like its level design is a little,
could be anyone.
in the original game, mind you, is like a little
No.
unintuitive. Might be the word for that. It's not necessarily bad, but it's definitely not aged as well as like a lot of 3D games we've come to expect from nowadays. But Anniversary did a really good job of updating it to implement like all the mechanics that Legend brought into it, and I'm like, you know, I got very little complaints about that. It's pretty good. So maybe like a tie between the two. And then out of the new trilogy, I think Rise of the Tomb Raider is still my favorite, like easily. That one's just, it's an easy game to like. It has a lot of the stuff that I really enjoyed about the new games. And I'm like, yeah, this seems good. This seems right. I've been wanting to play that mod,
Now this is better.
like the Legend of the Tomb Raider one, where they added in Laura's Tomb Raider Legend like model into Rise.
I have a velvet
That's pretty cool.
But I'm glad to see you now think there may be something.
I like this series a lot. Like, Tomb Raider is just I don't know, it's near and dear to my heart in so many ways. It's just a really good time. Okay. Even at its worst, I still appreciate it. Because that Angel of Darkness was like, you know, it was a mess. Everybody knows it's a mess. But I still had fun playing it. Like, it was really, really silly. Alright, there you go. Now we got it. I'm trying to think what my favorite thing of Angel of Darkness is. Because there's a lot of things to like about it. And I think, yeah, I think it's the what's her name? Boaz? Like the Nazi lady who gets turned into a big crab. I think that might be like one of my favorite things in that entire game. It's so silly. Oh god, what is it? I forgot QTEs were a thing.
Are you alright?
I decided to take the slow way down instead.
Should have told that to the forklift.
Give me that. Thank you. Oh god. Oh god. I had a panic for a second. A speed run. There's a jump lag thing or something. I don't know. I wonder what version that is, because like I'm playing on the Steam version, and I have some complaints about the Steam version. I was saying like the reason why this stream is called Beyond the Motorcycle Section is because last week or the week before last when I streamed this last, we were stuck doing the Kazakhstan bike section, which is just terrible. It's just not pleasant. It's just extremely unpleasant. And I was checking some forums, and apparently, according to the forums, it's just, like, on the Steam version, it's kind of glitched. Like pretty bad, where, like, the difficulty spikes significantly in a way that it shouldn't, and Laura's targeting on the bike doesn't quite work the way it should. But, I mean, the target, like, the switch target button doesn't actually work really well at all on this version. And that's a shame, because the Steam version makes it so much more accessible. And yet, it's also really, really buggy. And I would say this is actually the case for most Tomb Raider games, is that their PC versions are not well optimized. And that's a shame. I know that the old ones, I had a hell of a time with the old games trying to get them to behave the way I wanted them to. Trying to get things to keybind correctly and to work the way I want, and it just wasn't having it. It's not having it. Which is, I think, ironically, what made it's what made Angel of Darkness not as bad to play through. Strictly because I'd already gotten used to playing I already got used to playing games with jank for months on end when I was playing through those last year on Twitch. And then I got to it, I was like, yeah, no, this is about the same as the other stuff. It's not really a big problem. We're kind of used to it by now. I played Tomb Raider Legend on PS2. Yeah, I have the OG PS2 version and the 360 version.
Glad you made it down safely.
So,
I have
Doesn't mean you don't have to be
physical
quiet.
copies of every game in the series, actually. Because, I mean, this is my favorite franchise just of all time. Like, just, there's no question. Tomb Raider is just, it's so good. It's such an easy thing to like. And I have physical copies of every game, including the old ones. Just a good time.
Looks like
And when this
there's
game came
more
out, man, I
than
was
the
so
water
hyped.
table. Who knows
I
how
had
it's
so much fun
prepared.
playing this when it came out. And I was like middle school, I think. This came out like what, 2006? Yeah. So I was in 6th grade when this game came out. Because I'm old enough that
there's
it's
your answer, Master.
Wow.
it works.
You know you're gonna ruin your boots.
Not on the path I'll need to take.
Or counterpoint, Laura. I just oh, okay, well, just playing in 2013. Oh, so you started with the reboot game. That's interesting. That was your introduction to the franchise.
Oil seeping into the water table. Who knows how long
I grew up playing these games, man. Like I played the original trilogy and stuff like on PC way back in the day. That was what I used to do like as a kid. Like I had the old PC versions, like the actual disc you install like Windows 95, you know? I had that growing up. And then we had like, you know, the PS1 version as well. And I played through the original trilogy a lot. I didn't actually play Last Revelation Chronicles or Angel of Darkness until much later. And then I came back to the franchise with Legend, Anniversary, and Underworld. And I remember just getting like stupid hyped for the reboot, just because I was like, yo, I want to see like what they can do with this now. I want to see how they can mix and match it. I've talked about Tomb Raider like ad nauseum on Twitch before, but seeing as there's no document of all those discussions, I can say some things about it. What I think I find very interesting is people sometimes complain about like the reboot trilogy, specifically fans of like the classic games. But I think that a lot of people also forget how these games were kind of being responded to before the reboot came out. So when Underworld came out, like people were kind of complaining that Lara was more like a superhero, that she lacked a degree of realism to her character, that wasn't really believability to it. She was more like a cartoon. And especially in Underworld, you can really see that in like the animations and how it's kind of handled. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's charming in its own right. But there was a lot of complaints about that the games were kind of like losing their degree of reality by that point. And they were working on like the reboot trilogy. They had started working on that in like 2007, I think. Like they had started it pretty early on.
This looks like my garbage disposal. I hope you're
Oh, that's
really
totally what that is.
Laura. There must be a way to stop them up.
I certainly hope so.
Let's see. Yeah, so they started working on like the 2013 game back in like 2007. They had planned it since Underworld was like, because I remember hearing about it when Underworld was gonna come out, and I remember asking my mom to like get it for me. I didn't have a concept of like, you know, dev cycles and how all that stuff works at the time. I just remember getting like really, really hyped for the reboot long before we'd even seen like footage of it or any sort of like screenshots or like, anything like that. And then when it came out, like, I think that if I were to criticize Square on this, it was pretty obvious from all their marketing that the reboot trilogy was not supposed to be the same personality or version of Lara that we've ever seen. It was supposed to be something new. And so I never really took as much issue with how Lara was written as other people did, because I was like, well, I mean, this is a more believable character. She feels a lot more grounded. I can't really complain too much about that. It feels pretty believable, and it works. But what I feel like they failed to communicate was that the 2013 game was not the, it was not intended to be the end of that arc, if you will. I'm glad you like talking. So, yeah, this is what it was. They didn't really communicate well that the 2013 game was the beginning of the arc and not the complete total arc. So some people were like, oh, you know, like, to hell with you guys, you didn't put Lara's like dual pistols and her like sport shorts and crop top in there. We're upset. We don't like you. We're mad now. We're upsetty spaghetti. I think that only really carries in the sense of they didn't tell us that it was supposed to be the trilogy. The trilogy, like, moving forward, like, they talked about unified Lara on Twitter and, like, with their whole, like, you know, this is the anniversary series now. Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. From this point on, I kind of expect them to write Lara in a way that feels more like a blend between the two versions of her. Where she's a little bit snarkier, she makes jokes and quips like she does in these old games, but she's not a complete one-liner machine, and she does actually have, you know, depth to the character. I would appreciate a little bit, you know, seriousness mixed in with some humor, but I do think the new games kind of lack a certain degree of humor to them. Which is something I would criticize on their writing, is like, Lara's not as fun of a character as she could be. She's not a badly written character by any stretch of the imagination. She is extremely well written, and I will always appreciate the effort they went into making her a believable human character. But you do also sometimes feel like they kind of lost some of the through line of what she is. So, that is gonna die. Yeah, man, I'll see you around. We'll be picking this back up again next week. I do a stream a week on YouTube, and I stream a week on Twitch. So on Twitch we're playing what are we doing right now? Gravity Rush 2 right now, and that'll be next Friday. I haven't made the schedule for next week yet, but I do have it on Twitch, or Twitter, not Twitch, sorry. Twitter will be where all the announcements go, so you can go check that. But thanks for hanging out. I hope you see you in the future, maybe. I certainly appreciate having people to chat with. But yeah, I feel like Lara's character needs to be a little bit more fun. I want more fun stuff. Give me more fun stuff. Is there another box over there? Maybe. Maybe not. I think we'll be fine. The other thing that I would criticize, even though I know it might seem like a weird complaint given that I just spent the last stream complaining entirely about the motorcycle section in this game and how much I hate it. But I do miss vehicles. I feel like vehicles are a really fun, like, addition to these games. They're a big part of it. I mean, they've been there since Tomb Raider 2, right? Yeah, Tomb Raider 2 is when it first introduced vehicles. So they've been like a pretty big integral part of most of the games. So for the new games to kind of not have any vehicle sections at all is just kind of weird to me. That strikes me as just very, very odd. And I would appreciate it if they would do a little bit of a return. Ow, damn it. Yeah, I would appreciate a return to that and letting us actually get some fun stuff with that. What the heck am I supposed to... I bet I gotta push this again, don't I? Damn it! Ah! This level's long. I remember this being a long level. It's a lot longer than the others. And speaking of unified Lara, I wonder what that means. When they mentioned that, I had some friends who were like, uh-oh. That's a red flag. That's a bad sign. And I'm like, in what way exactly? I kind of don't know what that means. I'm curious at the idea, because there's some stuff that the new trilogy never talks about that we know if it's unifying the timeline. Then we have to talk about, like, Werner von Croy. We've got to talk about, you know, like, all this that happens in these games. And I think that it's going to be a pretty hefty task to kind of, you know, sort all of that stuff out to make sure that every version of Lara is canon. Unless you just do, like, a, I don't know, Tomb Raider into the Tombverse. And just have every Lara be part of, like, a multiverse experience or something. Which I suppose that could be interesting in its own way. That would be very unique of an approach for Tomb Raider, a series that, while it has a lot of mystical stuff, we don't really usually delve into time travel. As far as I'm aware, I don't think we've talked about time travel. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. Trying to think. No, I don't think we've talked about time travel. I mean, the movies did. Kinda. Because you had, like, the whole... I'm gonna shoot a hole in the clock thing, and then we're gonna run up a pyramid and get a time thing and reverse time, but only kinda. And I suppose, like, I guess Shadow sort of talked about that, but that was more of, like, resetting the universe. But, I mean, I guess there's no real difference in resetting the universe versus having a multiverse. If Tomb Raider goes into, like, a multiverse kind of thing, I don't know how I'm going to respond to that. That's going to be very intriguing, to say the least. Intriguing and strange. And I don't know. They've said that there's no new game announcements this year. But they have nothing really planned. I think they forgot about the mobile game that they were working on, though. I think they've just forgotten that that was a thing that existed. What was that, like, the... Oh, what did they call it? It was the Tomb Raider... God, what was that one called? It was the, like, mobile game that they made, like, an announcement trailer for, and then I don't remember anything about it after that. I'm like, did they just forget about the mobile game? Did it get released and I just didn't know? It might be the only Tomb Raider game I haven't played, aside from, like, you know, some of the weird console versions we haven't seen in ages, like the, what was it? The Brain. The like, original Game Boy Tomb Raider, and then there was, like, the, oh, what is it? There's the Game Boy one, and then there's the... God, what? My brain can't function today. It's like a handheld, but it was like the Sega Saturn? Is that what it was? Was it the Saturn? I don't remember. I can't quite remember. My brain is not functioning today, apparently. Alrighty, I can get this. Yep, give me this one. We need it. Thank you very much. I'm gonna push this over here. I think this is the gold one, right? Okay, I can get this. Let me just back up a little. Don't set yourself on fire. You know, I'm not digging it. I'm not digging the close proximity to fire here. No, thank you. Don't want it. And go. Okay, we're good. We will be fine. Got this. You know who I hope that they get to do a lot of the art for future games? Just judging from the reimagined, like, artworks for all the old game covers, is Bruno Adams. Every art that Bruno Adams has done, God, they're fantastic. They're so good. The one that they did for Anniversary and for the original Tomb Raider, I'm like, yo, this is some of my favorite stuff just flat out. And the one they did for, like, I don't remember if he did the last Revelation one or not. He might have, but I am so down for those. Like, absolutely so down for them. They look so good, and I'm like, bruh, this is my jam. This is what I need right here. Please give me more of that. Nope, do not want to die from that. Thanks. Okay, fine. I'll just pull it ever so slightly. Okay, Lara can make that. See? Easy. Easy peasy. And then we just pull you over here. Was that that was the gold reward, right? Did I remember that? Hold on. Was that the gold reward? Yes, it was. Awesome. I remembered a thing. I did it. So proud of myself. That was actually much easier to get than some of the other ones. Alright. Well, that was a little far, but okay. Oh, come on! That was a tiny little gap. That was so small in comparison. Tell me I still have it. Are you kidding? Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. That wastes so much time. Oh, that sucks so much. Well, that is unpleasant. Fine. Whatever, I'll just do the thing. Just heal me up, Chief. Ugh, that sucks. That is probably the worst. I don't care for that. Oh, does anyone gotta get the silver reward too? Wait, it got me the checkpoint though. Oh, come on, man. That's so ruthless. Oh, that's ruthless. It's fine. I'm not that upset. This year has been a really interesting year for Tomb Raider, just because, like, of all the stuff they've been going over on, like, the main Twitter. Just all this new information. I'm gonna tell you right now that the, Wait. Oh, hold on. Oh, no, hang on a second. No, I'm gonna... No, hold on. Kill me. Kill me. Kill me right now, coward. You won't. Dang it. Okay, jump. Yeah, there. See, I could just do this. This is fine. Why was that so hard? Why is my brain not working today? Anyways, there's been so much cool information coming through. And I am just so excited about all the cool stuff we've actually managed to hear. The one thing that I think I want to see it done. I want to see it done so bad. Is the, they had like a, what was like a beta footage kind of thing of Legend. And the parkour that Lara is able to do in that, I'm like, yo! I know this was like not possible to do on the PS2 and the 360 or whatever. But I want it. Please, please, Gib. I need it. It's amazing. I will gladly take it any day of the week. Please, more of that. Yes. Actually, one thing I hope comes back in the unified Lara game, whatever that's gonna be. I do really, really like the climbing in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, like, a lot. It's some of the best climbing we've got in any of the Tomb Raider games, just flat out. Like, there's no question. And I really, really, and sincerely hope that we will get more of that, because, God, those, like, the climbing pulses and stuff in Shadow are just, they're god tier. They're so good. Not everything in Shadow is good, but, like, those puzzles and those climbing mechanics, absolute flawless. Absolutely. The only thing I would probably complain about the new games as of right now, aside from, like, you know, the vehicle stuff, is probably 2 things. No, 3 things. But one I'm already mentioned, which is, like, how they write Lara. I want her to be more fun. The second thing is I want more globetrotting. And this is kind of like a big complaint that I have with Shadow, is like everything in Shadow feels extremely the same. It feels very, very, very samey. So after a while I'm like, okay, cool, so we're more jungle now? We're more Mexican village? Okay, cool, got it. It doesn't strike me as like nearly as fun to kind of get through. Whereas, like, I mean, even, like, Rise has a little bit more variety in terms of, like, when you go into a level, like, you know, there's, like, some ice sections, there's other things you can do. I just feel like there's a lot more variety. And I want more locations. I want to see more cultures. I want, like, even if it's, like, not as in-depth of a dive of history for every little thing, I think I would still prefer to see just, like, you know, a lot of other stuff. Just give me some big hub areas across the world. I need that. And enemy variety. That's the other thing. I want more, like, mystical shit and non-human enemies. Like, the Oni were fine, but, I mean, they're still just samurai, you know? The Deathless Army or whatever, they're still just, you know, Dark Souls characters. You know, the what the fuck are they called? The dudes in Shadow, whose names I don't remember. God damn it. I mean, they're fine, but they're still just, they're just tribal people, you know? It does not stand out to me as really interesting. And, like, the other non-human things we get are, like, you know, the bear or wolves or something. They're never really, like, that important. But I'm like, man, where are my, like, Atlantean mutants? Where are my dinosaurs? Like, give me some weird stuff. Hell, I don't want, like, the nasty, horrifying demon baby monstrosities from Chronicles, but I still want, like, just some weird stuff. You remember how, like, you had, what was it, like, the Manticore or something? No, it wasn't the Manticore. It was the Minotaur. The Minotaur in Last Revelation. You had, like, the Minotaur after you. You had, like, the bull that chased you around. Like, there's so much, like, interesting stuff and, like, bosses and things that you can do in these games. And the new games really dropped the ball on that, in my opinion. Like, I honestly felt a lot of disappointment in the final boss of Shadow. Because I was like, wow, we're building up to, like, fighting Kukulkan. Like, let's go! And then you just get, like, a dude. It's just some guy. And I'm like, okay. But isn't this basically what the boss of the original Tomb Raider 13 should have been? Like, 2013? It should have just been, should have been this in 2013, and then we should have gotten much, much better bosses after this. Which is another reason why I like Rise so much. Like, Rise's final boss is so cool. God, like, I mean, how could you not appreciate that? Like, you fight off a helicopter with a, like, trebuchet. And then when you're done with that, they take away all your weapons. So you go, like, stealth fighting the final boss. Like, that's so cool. That's so rad. I can't get over how much I love the final fight in Rise. That is some satisfying stuff. And then you go from, like, one of the best fights to one of the most disappointing. I did not like the final boss whatsoever in Shadow. I was just not impressed. Also felt like Rourke was kind of underused. I could be wrong, but I think I remember them saying that Rourke was the guy that, like, allegedly killed Lara's dad, you know? And then he just kind of gets killed by NPCs. I was like, oh, that's what we're doing? I kind of wanted a showdown with Rourke, but you know, all right. That's cool, I guess. Just let him die in his tank, I suppose. I do feel like he was really underutilized. He's not the main focus. Like, obviously, like, Dominguez is the main villain focus. And Dominguez gets a pretty good amount of, like, development. And I do appreciate... If there's one thing I can give the new games, like, a lot of credit for, it's... Man, they developed their villains. They did a really good job with that. Like, Anna and Constantine, solid. Dominguez, solid. Like, just really, really good stuff. Matthias, not so much. Matthias has a problem, and I want to ask the devs this. I really do, because I'm wondering how much of 2013 was cut, because it does feel like the game is missing stuff. You know, like when I played through it recently, it felt like a lot of the story, a lot of like the direction they intended to go was cut or reworked at a very short time, or like, you know, close to the end of the development cycle. And I think a lot of it had to do with like the negative backlash the game was getting. Because if you might remember that there was like all those people who were saying things like, oh, this game has like sexual violence as like a thing. People were really pissed about like Lara's like first kill sequence. That they weren't too happy about that, and they thought it was going to include like sexual stuff. And then they had to go quickly and say, no, our game doesn't contain any scenes of that. It's not a theme you talk about here. And then there was a lot of discussion about how, like, you know, for lack of a better term, gratuitously violent it was. So, I don't know. I see stuff like that, and I wonder, how much did they, like, rework in response to that while the game was, like, being... like advertised whatever in the last like year or two of its dev cycle. And then they had to go from that to like cutting out sequences, like maybe having to kill Sam at the very end, or having everyone die, and they kind of have to rework that. I feel like maybe 2013 has some stuff that they had to remove because of how violent it actually is, and then that hurt the game's overall like presentation and storytelling. That's my suspicion. Like, I have a... That's my current running theory is that I think that happened.
Why don't you go down and hold that door open?
It's my game theory that they actually just they just cut some stuff and had to like quickly rework the story. I don't think they remember it. I highly doubt they remember, Alistair. I think it'll be fine. Unlike you, who has a bad time in the next game. It's a bit of a bad time there. What, is it just not gonna... Are you not gonna work? There we go. Give me that. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, and there's my theory about this, like, how they probably cut content like that, I don't think is that far off. Like, it might just seem like there's like, no real basis for that, just other than the kind of disjointed storytelling or whatever. Because when you think about it, like, Matthias is kind of a lackluster villain, right? He doesn't feel very developed. You only really learn about his, like, history through, like, the optional stuff. But the big focus is always, like, Himiko.
If we're through having fun, it's time to get back to business.
Yeah, thanks, Lara. So, you have, like, Matthias is kind of disjointed. You have all these, like, stuff about his writing that doesn't really get told to you through, like, the main story. And his whole, like, transformation to villain feels kind of sudden, you know? But, when you think about it like this, what if Lara's relationship with Sam was supposed to be the big focal point, and then the very end of the game, it turns out that you're too late, right? Sam gets possessed by Himiko, and she's the actual final boss. And that would have been like the big thing at the end. Is that, oh, you have to kill your best friend now. I think that that's like a thing. And there's some basis to that, because if you go look on like SoundCloud, right? Oh. Thanks, guys. You're talking over me. Okay, so go to SoundCloud, right? Go look up Jason Graves. He's the guy that did the music for the 2013 Tomb Raider game, right? There's a lot of like unused tracks and stuff that's in the game files, or in whatever, in the stuff there. And one of those tracks, if you would believe it, is called Killing Sam. So I think that, yeah, there was some stuff that they removed from the game that was supposed to be like a lot more serious and depressing and violent, and they removed it. You have like, what's her name, Steph? She's like a character that you only see in the trailer and in the multiplayer sections, and she's strung up at the beginning of the game. Like, poor Steph just dies, but then she's never talked about in the game ever again. Like, she shows up and then she's gone. As just, in the multiplayer, you can play as Steph, but she's a character that doesn't exist, really. But I think that they intended to, like, have these characters around so that way you can kind of get someone attached to them, only for them to die gruesome, horrible deaths. To make Lara, like, this sole survivor of Yamatai kind of a thing. That's my suspicion, is that they had intended to do that. And maybe one day, if I ever get a chance to interview the devs, I'll ask them about that. Of like, hey, was this a thing? Was this like something that happened to you guys? Did this really go on, or am I crazy? I don't know. It's tough to say, really. Oh, can I get over there? Yeah, I want this one. I want the shiny, please and thank you. Hey, Laura, you can... Okay, well, maybe you can. Alright. Thank you. Get that. And... I need to jump on this thing now. Hey, Laura, don't do that, please. Just go back on the coffin. Okay? This is... no time for swimming, alright? Don't need it. And then we pull over here, and then we're gonna be fine. I'm ready for the boss. I love the boss in this level. It's really cool. Hard as hell, though. I remember I had so much trouble dealing with the boss in this. Oh, man. Yeah, that's not horrifying at all. Not one bit. Not at all terrifying. See, when I streamed through every Tomb Raider game in existence last year, I responded to a lot of complaints. Not to my streams, but like just complaints I saw about the games. And how little basis I feel like some of them actually had. Because when you play through like the 2013 game, I would say like I felt there was a lot of influence that it had in like classic Tomb Raider, especially like Last Revelation.
That is interesting.
Like a lot of people are like, oh, these games aren't like Tomb Raider at all. They lose the spirit of the games, kind of thing. And only in certain regards would I agree with that kind of statement. Because they do a lot of stuff that is new and unique, as it should. Because, you know, it's supposed to be like a new take, a new version of the character. But there's also so many other things that feel very much like in line with what you would expect from Tomb Raider. In level design and character writing, set pieces, stuff like that. Like, there are like a lot of things that do fall in line. The heck? Lara, can you... What the heck is going on with you? I need you to jump. Thank you. There we go. It's a little glitchy. But there's so much stuff that the new ones actually do that feels very in the spirit of it, and I think that each one you can kind of feel the like influence that the older games had on them. Like they didn't just make these games with any like complete disregard for everything. Like I said before that I felt like the beginning to like Shadow, for example. Shadow feels like the jungle level at the beginning of Tomb Raider 3. There's so much about it that feels really similar. You got piranhas in that game, you've got like a rapid river thing, and like temples crossing over a big river, the big jungle stuff, mud that you get stuck in. Like there's so many like little mechanical things that I'm like, yeah, this feels pretty similar to like classic Tomb Raider in a lot of ways. And I can't really complain about that. There's a lot of like interesting little tidbits of how the games are built that I'm like, it's subtle, but it's there. It totally is there. And I feel like it would be remiss to say that those don't exist if the games are not in the spirit. They're just not as campy, I think. Ooh. What's happening?
Signal's poor, Lara. What are we looking at?
We're looking at myth, except it's real. They're all here. The court of Camelot.
You're sure about this? King Arthur, who washed verily of ye loins of Uther Pendragon?
Thanks,
I've no doubt
Alistair.
about the authenticity of this tomb, Alistair. Arthur was the 11th century figure that became legend. The once and future king was as real then as the air I'm breathing now.
I don't know, Laura.
Excalibur, the sword in the stone. That's how it always goes, isn't it?
Pardon?
Swords in stones, Alistair. They're part of the monomyth. There wasn't just one Excalibur or one Merlin. We keep seeing swords and deises all over the world because they were everywhere.
So, you're saying that everywhere they went, they raised up kings, shaping the course of human destiny?
Well, it's a possibility.
Who? And what happened to them and their swords?
Perhaps they're in Avalon. It's as good a place as any. Except our Merlin was killed and our Excalibur was left in pieces in the hands of the locals.
So where's Avalon?
I don't know. On the other side of the looking glass, perhaps?
Fun. Well, we got it. Now we're over here. Welcome back to Strim. We were talking about how, in the community, I see often people saying, like, the new games don't really fit in line with the spirit of the old games. And I disagree with that, mostly. For people who are watching this, I won't repeat it, again. But, it is an interesting argument. I don't think has a lot of basis, though.
After the other pieces were carried off by the knights.
Where did they go? To find Avalon, perhaps. The quest for the Holy Grail. Lancelot, Galahad, Percival, and Bors. Their tombs are empty.
It says this fragment was left with Arthur to help him leave this mausoleum when the time came. Perhaps it will help me instead.
Cool. Oh, yeah. We'll have to talk about it again. Some other, like, fun complaints that I see, and this is one of my favorites. There's two. And I'm just gonna... I won't say where I saw one of them from, but it's still very funny. And these are discussions of, like, plagiarism. my favorite two are... Well, one of them is discussion of plagiarism. Is that 2013 Tomb Raider is a ripoff of Uncharted. Because, you know, the Uncharted and the Tomb Raider fan bases are always at each other's throats. But I find that specific comparison extremely funny. And I'm like, you realize that, like, Tomb Raider's been around since 1996, right? Like, you do know that. Surely you must remember that that's a thing that existed long before Uncharted was even conceived. And Tomb Raider itself was very derivative from, you know, things like Indiana Jones. So it's very entertaining when I see complaints like that, because I'm like, wow, you don't understand how things work, do you? It's very funny. The other one I see, and I do not agree with this, but I see where the source of the complaint is. I'll say it after this cutscene.
Arthur Pendragon. King.
Why is he in an egg?
I wouldn't
Also, he's big. Look at how big his
if I
head
didn't
is.
need it so. I hope you can forgive me.
He's got a big head.
What's going on up here? Alistair, you see that? See what? Oh, hell! Get your hands!
Zip!
Get off!
Alistair!
Get her! Laura!
Zip, what's happening?
Oh no. Bad things are happening. Bad stuffs. Okay, so, let me organize my thoughts for a second. Okay, so, the other complaint, which is a really funny one, is that 2013 Tomb Raider is no different from 2011 Jurassic Park. Now, I love this comparison, because it's so melodramatic of a comparison. and it's so funny. So the reason, the basis for this is that 2013 Tomb Raider has it has QTEs, and the QTEs are used fairly regularly, but they're not too excessive, and there are cutscenes that kind of require you to use them, you know. And like 2011 Jurassic Park is it's not a game. It is an interactive cutscene. And I find that comparison really funny, because at the end of the day, they're just complaining about QTEs, and no one likes QTEs. But then I see, like, that, I'm like, it's not the same, man. It's so different. Ow, no, come on! Why? That is not nice. Why don't you come over here? Here, stupid snake. Eat it! Stupid snake. No one likes you anyway. And you can come over here. Alright, let's get this one. Yeah, and get that. Bye, snack. Now for the really hard ones. Let's go over here. Get him, please, thanks. I appreciate you. Oh, GT, I don't know how to beat this boss. Yeah, this boss is hard. Like, it's not an easy thing to get through. I say as I'm gonna try to get it. Nope, that's a problem. You should come over here. You should come on this side. Why don't you come over here, buddy? Come on. Yeah, there you go. Ow! Rude! That was so rude. Also, here's another fun thing that I like about this level. Is they very, very subtly foreshadow the serpent. So in the very, very beginning, like when you're exploring all the fake stuff, there's like snake plushies and toys and stuff kind of all around. And you get inside here and take a look at like the bell. All right, look at this. There's snakes all on the bell. All on. It's just like subtle little detail that I'm like, you know, that's pretty cool. Also, this is now really quiet. I don't know how I feel about that. It's really, really subtle. Like, I didn't even notice that until I played through it again, like, last year. And I was like, wow, that's kind of neat. How about that, Sneck? Bam! He's kind of gross looking, though. Like, he's kind of, like, fleshy. And I don't think I like it. How you like this one, buddy? Yeah, there you go. It's a big evil bell. I wonder if he's blind. He might be blind. Why did you not? Okay, whatever. Alright, let's see. It should be fine now. There we go. Now we got him. Yeah, he's done getting rings. See? Nothing. No. Not worry about you, dude. No, you can shoot all your stuff all you want to. Why don't you go to this? Ouch. Let me just heal from... Oh, I can't heal. Oh, come on! Come on, man. Why won't you do the thing? Why is this so not nice? That's so rude. I need to get those two back. Like, the back two are the hardest ones to get. Alright. Why do your eyes glow? Let's get this one. Ow, bruh! That's so not okay. Hey, pull that, please. Okay, fine then. Don't do it. Come on over here then. one. Maybe we can get the others. And I'm gonna go diagonal. We're gonna go... Ow! Ow! Stupid snack. What? Come on! Dang you! It's not actually hitting it like it's supposed to. Alright, how about that? Try and dodge the snake attack. I mean, I'm trying, but it's a little weird. The keyboard controls are not necessarily the best. Just come over here, Snick. Alright, well, that's not a lot I done about that one. Okay. That did not go as well as I could have hoped. But it's fine. I'm not concerned about it. We're going to try to get the back two first, if I can. Really, it's better to, like... I think it's better to alternate sides. But, you know. Alright, buddy, come on. Okay, why are you not attaching to that? Yeah, the front and then the back. Yeah, I don't like doing the back because, like, they're kind of weird. They've always been a little weird. Okay. Nah, it's fine. I'm not upset. I'm not upset yet. Okay, look, I promise, I'm not upset yet. Maybe in a minute, but not at the moment. Not upset yet. This boss isn't that hard. I can get him. Okay. I'm gonna do... Come on over here. Yep, get that. Now, if it would please and thank you attach to the back left one, I would certainly appreciate it. Come over here. What the heck? What the heck? Well, you're not even facing that way, Laura. What the heck? What the heck? What was that? That was so not cool, Laura. Not cool. I wasn't even facing that way. I hate the targeting in the PC version. It's so bad. Alright, come over here. Come over here, you coward. Would you get over here? Thank you. Okay, now. Get that one. Now, can we get this last one, please? I want the last one done. Over here. Now, over here, you stupid snake. Wait, oh, damn it! Why? Again with this, Laura, why? Why you do this? Why are you like this? Oh, come on. No, come on. We're so close now. There we go. Okay, we got him. Easy. Ah, I'm a stupid reject Dark Souls snack. Bearer of the curse. Oh, what? No, hold on. That's the wrong one. That's Dark Souls 2. Hold on. What does Framp say? Frampton Koth, I forgot. What do they say? I don't remember. How do we... Alright, I gotta go this way. It's, God! You know, I haven't played Dark Souls in so long, I've forgotten the dialogue. Dang it! It's fine, whatever. We got him. Just look, don't look at the health bar, okay? Like, just don't, behind my logo, just don't worry about that. Just don't worry about that one. It's not important, I swear. Look, we're totally fine. Totally fine. I promise we're totally fine. Everything is daijouke. Don't worry about it. This game is one of those that I just foot and mouth every time. I open my mouth and things bad happen. Alright, you. What do these things survive off of, you think? I mean, a snake this big, right? It's gotta have like a pretty ready food source. Yeah? It has to eat something. What does it need to eat? I think I'm wondering about the ecology of a giant snake now. Like what does that thing eat? What could a giant snake like that, and not just one, but like two, maybe more? Like what do they need to eat? So I do remember whenever I played this the first time. Yeah, I think cannibalism could be a thing. So that sound of the snake behind that scared the ever-loving bejesus out of me when I was a kid. Like I was playing through this and I was just horrified that the snake was gonna come back and attack me when I wasn't like prepared for it. Just at every instance I was like, no, thank you. I don't want it. Just was not about that life. I mean, I know better now because I've actually beat this game a few times. But at the time, I was like, no, I don't want it. Please, never again. Alrighty. How are we doing on artifacts? I'm missing another bronze one, huh? You make me want to play this now. I mean, yeah, do it. This game's fun. It's good. It's a good game. Ow! Bro! That was so not okay. How do I throw my grenades again? Oh, God. Ow! Dude! The heck with you. And your friend. I got this sick-ass slow-mo I can use, man. You got nothing on this. Ow. No. Ow! Bruh! Stop it. So I had beaten this game a few times through before I learned that you basically have a slow-mo mechanic in this game of jumping at enemies and then being able to shoot them in the head, which is like the same thing that Underworld has and Anniversary, I think. Like this right here. I didn't know you could do that because it never crossed my mind at any point in time in my original playthroughs of this to run and jump at the enemies. Like, it never crossed my mind to do this. So I just went through, like, the whole game just never doing that. Do these guys drop their guns? There we go, yeah. I'm not dealing with you. Come here, dude. No, how about you just not? How about you just not? Now, come on, don't be a coward. You started this. Learn to... Yeah, it's... I mean, I had this game, like, pretty much when it came out. And, I just never learned that until way later. And I was like, oh. Huh. Well, that's interesting. just never learned it, ever. I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's, Ow! Dude! Stop that! God! No one asked you, man! I'm just gonna kill myself. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that mess. At least they don't hurt you nearly as bad as they do in the bike sections, though. Nope, you can stop that. Yep, thanks, buddy. God, rough. That's really rough. Okay, now just jump and then jump again. Yeah, there we go. This game like 10 times. Never play from dudes. Really? I don't know how many times I've played this game because it's one of those that I always find myself coming back to just over time. Because it's not really hard. I think the worst thing, honestly, right now is just the PC version is just not very good. And I would have a hard time recommending most Tomb Raider games on PC, actually. Because they're very poorly optimized. And this game is not really an exception. The only one that I think is maybe actually good on PC is Anniversary. Like, Anniversary, from what I remember, is actually fairly solid on PC and has good controller support as well. Like, I don't remember there being like a lot of like major issues with playing through that on PC. Alright, well, I don't know where the thing is I missed. I thought I got everything, but whatever. Alright, there's gonna be more dudes to jump at. I put it on the PSP. Wow, that's fun. Ow! Bruh! You don't throw grenades in an enclosed space. That's not very smart. No, bye, dude. Wait, there's another dog, right? What? Just, are you okay, buddy? You doing all right there? Look at he's just vibing. Hold on, let's get a closer look at you. Look at him do a dance. He's gonna be the hottest DJ in all of England. Look at this. He's totally getting it down. He can mix those discs. He can do 3 of them at a time. Look at him. He's got it down. He's got the skills. He knows what's going on. But I'm sorry, my dude. But I'm gonna have to end your career. Like, can I even kill him? Yeah. Yeah, so it's the Steam version, man. The Steam version's glitched as all hell. I tried looking for mods to see if there was, like, any mods that actually, like, you know, were quality of life improvements, like just better controller support or fixing some of the glitches on this version specifically. But I actually did not find anything. It was mostly just, like, cosmetic things. But I think, like, modding this game has actually been fairly difficult. From what I understand, that there was actually like a lot of difficulty in actually unpacking the game files and figuring out how to mod it, but maybe we just didn't have enough people working on trying to mod Legend to do anything. Ow, you know what? No, you are in my way. Where's your friend? Yeah, you can not do that too. Got it! Easy.
What's going on?
Hi, Zip. I love these generic looking dudes. But yeah, it's really hard. Yeah, I don't know much about the modding community. I would like to learn to mod though, so I could fix the game myself if I could.
Hello, lads.
Hey, Lara. What's up?
They didn't make off with your credit cards, did they? Is everything all right? Alistair?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Aside from the smell of piss, you're fine, right?
Evening routine.
Then let's go home.
Yay, we did it. You've unlocked a new outfit. Yes, I did. Okay, so that's all we're going to be doing today. Because I actually have to go to the movies. The movie starts in like 30 minutes, and so I've got to go do that because my channel is not, as it might seem yet, entirely dedicated to gaming content. I have other things I want to work on, and going to movies includes that. So we will pick this up again next week. It'll be probably Saturday at 5 p.m. EST is when we'll probably start that. I'm going to try to upload more stuff to the Archives channel, which is there should be a link in the description somewhere. That's the Obsidian Archives channel for Twitch VODs. I'm going to try to upload some stuff, but my internet connection's so bad that it's going to be rough to upload things. I'll try. I will do my damnedest to upload stuff there if I can. Yeah, that's all we got right now. More streams next week, probably starting on Friday and Saturday. Oh, right. Shit. What is it? I gotta change things. Where's... Hold on, what's the right one? This one. First, I'm on the wrong thing. God, I'm stupid. Tomorrow's Sunday, right? Yeah, I might be doing some, like, collab stuff with people, and I'll tweet about that. That'll be important. But anyways, that's all we're doing for today. I hope you guys had fun. I have fun playing this game now that we're past the really awful motorcycle section. So there's sub buttons down there. There's like buttons. There's the comment section. There's the bell thing. You guys know what to do. You know the thing. It's fine. I gotta exit game because I can't actually end stream while I have the game open. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I will see you next week, and on Twitter maybe. Bye bye.